Lord Megatron will be with you shortly. Why, yes, Starscream, I am here. Lord Megatron, I did not smell your foul stench approaching. Go fuck yourself, Starscream. Anyway, Optimus, it's been such a long time. Any last requests or words you might want to say before I blow your fucking head off? Yes, Megatron, I have one. And that's it, only one. Even now you mock me. Well, actually, if you wanted us to mock you, I came in like a wrecking ball. Our review, Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, starts now. Hello everybody, Optimus0420SL coming back at you with a brand new review, and this time it is none other than Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. And Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus is a leader class figure, and you see him here standing with Omnibus. This is part of the figure package. Also came with a collector's card. Basically, Omnibus is here because in the comics, the original Ultra Magnus is dead, and this version of Ultra Magnus is actually a mech suit that's actually piloted by these little mini-cons that help keep the spirit of Ultra Magnus alive as the real one has passed. Anyway, carrying onward, or, you know, if you're a G1 purist, you can just ignore the fact that Omnibus is here because he's not required for any of the transformation. He just has a little place to sit inside Ultra Magnus's chest cavity here. If I can get it open. Open, damn it. Open! No, it won't open. Because it's being a bitch. But anyway, it opens up. And you got a little command chair. And you just lift Magnus's head. And he fits inside. If you just close everything over him. And that's basically it. And then just close the chest. And there you go. But I'm going to take him out for sake that I don't like him in there. So, Omnibus can go to the side for now. And as you can see, Ultra Magnus is a pretty big figure. And he comes with his two shoulder-mounted cannons, and he comes with two blasters also. But, you know, one thing that I can say about this figure that I don't like right off the bat is the hands don't grip. So, it's like he'll constantly drop everything. Even if you are managed to get the hinge in the hand closed, he'll just hold it whimsically or he'll end up dropping it. So in order for him to hold the guns correctly, if you actually take the two guns and merge them and fold his hands up like so, Ultra Magnus can hold them both at the same time. So basically his command gimmick is combination of guns and having a pilot. But anyway, that's basically one of the easiest ways to get him to hold the gun. And you can actually alter the hand so it looks like he's being more menacing. Or, you know, pose him. Okay, Ultra Magnus here has your basic articulation. He's got full tilt of the head, but it's hindered by the two pieces on the side, not to mention the fact that it's on a joint that slides over Omnibus's head, so you don't get full, you get left and right. Full 360 on the arms, elbows, you know, he's got no waist due to transformation, but he does have leg, knee, and foot. So you can give him some awesome battle poses if, you know, you choose to. And yes, Ultra Magnus is just very good at that. They took a lot of cues from the Masterpiece figure in this one's molding, obviously. And it worked out okay. Again, the only drawback with the robot mode is the fact that it cannot hold its main guns, but he does have pegs for storage, so you can give him the whole, you know, gunslinger look by stowing his guns on his legs and making it look like he's holding them in a holster. So, yeah, there you go. this is Ultra Magnus in bot mode. Now, as you can see, paint apps wise, very, very reminiscent of the G1 figure, all the way down to the little dashes going down the legs here. Obviously, it's not a big block with arms like the G1 figure, but you know, it is highly posable, and it is a very, very decently painted figure, especially for Hasbro release, because a lot of Hasbro releases we get some minimal paint. Ultra Magnus scales well with his mates, so to speak. Here he is with Voyager Cyclonus, you know, his main nemesis throughout all of G1. And here he is with Leader Class Starscream. And as you can see, he hangs in just fine. So, without further ado, as the phone is ringing, I shall go get it. Let us convert it to vehicle mode, and we shall continue with the review. Everybody, we are back. I took my phone call, I paid my bills, and we are here to review Ultra Magnus in vehicle mode. And Ultra Magnus is a car carrier, a very heavily weaponized car carrier, and he has storage for all his weapons during the same basic spots that would be in the robot mode, with the exception of the missiles here, as they actually, when these flip out, store on the opposite side. But overall, yes, and I'll pull this up for a moment. And as you can see, he's got the rear, and yeah, he's got full storage for all his guns. Okay, and yes, he does roll quite divinely. But before we continue into Ultra Magnus, this here's Omnibus, and as you can see here, he is a little hover car, basically. Again, it's a mini-con, so, you know, not a lot of real heavy detail into it. Kind of wish we got what they got in Japan, because this little guy in Japan was Alpha Trion. But, what you gonna do, guys? What you gonna do? Shout out to my boy Aaron. You know where that came from. And, yeah. That's Omnibus. But on the Magnus. And as you can see, he can hold cars of Cyberverse Commander size all the way up to Deluxe. I would not recommend trying to put anything higher in him, because it would not fit. As you can tell, I've got Deluxe Class B sitting here inside, and it does slide out. Okay, and B does scale kind of okay with it, but to be honest with you, I think that the commander size cars actually scale better, and they fit nicer. Also, if you want to be technical, he's done this with the G1 too, but if you actually drop the arms, they'll roll right off, and that's basically how you would get them up and on the car carrier there. So it's basically got the same gimmick as the G1 version, which is kind of a nice touch. Unlike the G1 version, you really don't want to take the cab off. It does pop off. It has a capability. I just don't want to. Let's see. What else can we say about this guy? He rolls divinely, if I put the tail flaps up. He does have full movement in a vehicle form, which is nice, which makes the play value kind of awesome with this. So, as you can see, full G1 paint job. Definitely a different cab. He's definitely not the Mack truck cab that the Optimus has. This does have a base mode too, but I figured I'd wait to showcase that until the Titan Wars figures came out and I could actually show it side by side with Power Master Optimus. But so that'll wait. But basic modes are here. You got the vehicle mode, you got the bot mode. This is Ultra Magnus. And for all the G1 enthusiasts, you basically have a fully updated version of the G1 toy. For those who couldn't afford the Masterpiece, it's got the similar perk of all-in-one body. And the only other Magnus toy that came out like that is the Titanium. So, you know, we've done good. So, now that we've seen him in vehicle and robot modes, give me a second to have a cup of coffee, and I will give you my final thoughts. Alright, we are back now with our final thoughts on Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. As you can see, he scales in nicely with all of his brethren. He scales in nicely with the G1 formatted figures as well as the comic versions. He actually does fit in kind of nicely somewhat with the RID figures. He scales in perfectly, especially in truck mode with the Generations Commander figures. Basically, he's a well-rounded figure. If you're a G1 enthusiast, you don't have to have Omnibus involved in him. You can just store him in his chest mode and act like he doesn't exist. If you're into the comics, you can be happy they actually gave you Omnibus because didn't think we were going to get him either. Pros, very, very well done transformation. Very, very solid. I am very happy with this figure's bot and vehicle modes. Main disappointment with the figure would have to be its grip. It cannot hold on to the black guns to save its life. I'm going to work on that and see if I can get those hands to tighten up a bit so he can hold the guns better. Other than that, I did say it and I still stand by it. I feel this is the best mold that came out of 2015. I am very pleased with it. And if you are a collector, this is one of those molds that you need to get your hands on because he is just something special. And for those of you who don't have the mold yet or can't find it, there is hope because Titan Wars Power Master Optimus Prime is also the same basic mold, but a major retool. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 9. If the grip was actually better in the hand so it could actually hold weapons, I would give him a 10. So what does it mean, boys and girls? It means go out and buy this motherfucker. Alright, well, this is Optimus0420SL saying sayonara, peace out, thank you for watching, and catch up with us next time as we review more Transformers goodies for your pleasure. Peace out.